It's Week 13 of the National Football League. Our spotlight is on Michael Pittman. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Broncos and the Browns on Monday night.
Thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And off we go from Denver. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. You look at this Browns defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a...
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And here are the Browns for their opening drive. They will be led out by the former Heisman Trophy winner back in 2016. Always a handful to contain, Lamar Jackson.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On the ground, it's the rookie from Alabama. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the cap. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's a toss right side with White. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down and a yard. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
But they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
White. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. And for Jackson, this may be a free play. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Again, this is White pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. All right, ball at the 1-yard line, 4th down. What do you say?
I say go, because if you can't get 1 yard, you what's the old adage? If I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win anyway. Tell your team it's that time. Who's going to get down into the trenches, grind it out.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Broncos are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, Charles certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. That's pulled in by Brooks. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. Up the middle with Brooks here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. The Broncos at 8-4 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Darnell Washington, 43 yards. And the Broncos lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Browns offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. And his numbers this year have been eye-popping in a lot of categories. In one area that stands out, he's the NFL leader in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback here in the latter part of the season. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Jackson. He's got White here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. On the handoff, McClellan. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Jackson now. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. That is caught, and he's going to get this inside the 30. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. They will run with White out of the shotgun. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And out of bounds right around the 20. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Oh, the motion comes too late. And this is going to be a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. Now it's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now back to the ground game with White. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Zamir White from 10 yards out. And the Browns have got it back to within a score. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Crosby with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
A first carry for Tyler Algier. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. We look at this Browns defense. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. Play action. Now it's Tua. This ball taken in here by Brooks. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. Here's a 2nd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. Now a give to Brooks running right. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. This now a 3rd and 4.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Looking to pass. Tua. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. The Browns offense and their running back Zamir White getting set for their next drive. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Jackson. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Here's Jackson. And this pass broken up. And the contact low time there. And now 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brooks. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Tanner Muse there defensively. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Tua. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Powering forward. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks.
A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40.
There to stop him, Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Oh, looked like they got someone to jump there. And if that's the case, this will be a first down.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
On the zone read, a handoff here to Brooks.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll get their receiver involved here. It's Brown. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
To the left side and taken in by Chosen.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
3rd and long always tilts to the defense. And I just remember as a player how many times it was hammered into my head. Know where the sticks are and get him down in front of it. But sometimes what happens is you worry about where that is much more than the person who has the ball. And on that play, they didn't have enough focus on him. And somehow he turned a short pass into a 1st down.
Tua going to throw.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Pitches it out to Algier.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
From the gun, it's Tua.
The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
The Browns D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th.
Joey Sly on for the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Delay of game.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They keep it on the ground. White again. Room here to run.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 74 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, it's Jackson. It's caught. This is White. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Play action. It's Jackson.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
Now it's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Now Mason Crosby on for the field goal. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And the former Colorado Buffalo, Crosby, puts this one through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath, and he goes out right around the 39. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half.
The drive starts with a run by White. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. They go play action now. Jackson.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Throwing is Jackson.
That's to the veteran tight end, Austin Hooper.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. And Jackson throwing once more. He completes it right side away. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Jackson now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Now Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
2nd and 5.
To throw is Jackson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was the visiting Chargers who were able to come in and steal one on the road. Jared Goff, sharp in the victory as his guys double up their records at 8-4 on the year. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they were losers in that one to the visiting New York Giants. Tony Pollard, over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you, and you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. It was a strong first half from the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He came out of the gate smoking hot with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes to help steer his guys towards this halftime lead. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Shepard. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
The Broncos offense and Tua Tagovailoa headed back out onto the field. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now Tua. This one caught by Kittle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards from all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Algier with it.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Brooks here.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Looking to pass. Tua.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Denver. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Jackson from the shotgun. To Shepard, complete over the middle. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Here's Jackson.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
A gain of 7. First down, Browns.
Oh, the motion comes too late. Now this is going to be a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now a give up the middle. This is White, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
And that flag accepted.
Here's Jackson to throw.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Here comes Mr. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, leading out this offense.
Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. To the right side and complete to Washington. So no gain on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Tua. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bud Dupree in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line.
Here's Zamir White returning to the field.
We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen. They see the blocks happen. They feel really good about their vision. And then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And now it's 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Delay of game. Offense.
And they'll accept that penalty. Well, this is where the mile-high air really starts to affect an opposing offense. Guys moving a bit slowly here. It's 3rd and long.
From the gun, Jackson.
Is to the sideline and incomplete. Nearly intercepted, in fact. But he couldn't hang on. 4th down.
Averaging 50 yards of boot so far as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line.
Denver's offense ready to go again.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
On the counter, here's Algier. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth.
Up the middle with Brooks here. 70 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The Broncos on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Looking for White on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now, standing just outside his own goal line. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. 1st down, and they'll start with Algier.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
A run out of the gun with Brooks.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
2nd and 7.
From midfield, here's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Tua going to throw.
To the sideline and incomplete.
You still hold your breath a little as a defense when Tua gets out of the pocket. You're worried about him scrambling and getting a 1st down. But there, he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
Cleveland offense making their way out.
They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They stay on the ground with White. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. In motion, the tight end. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Now it's Jackson. That's caught. And a loose football. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. Here's Cameron Johnston now. He's been terrific so far. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Denver's offense now set to go.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Denver. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They'll fake the jet sweep, and now it's Jackson off play action.
He finds Robinson.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. Throwing is Jackson.
He'll get that one to Carter complete.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Jackson now.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38.
On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
84 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
2nd and inches at their 48-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Now Pittman on the end around.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff to Brooks. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Trying the left side with Algier.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Denver.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now Jackson. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Shakes off the sack. Flush to his right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Jackson to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, you can see what they were trying to do. Just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time of the game, I love the call. But here, you're not going to hold safeties. You're not going to hold corners with any looks because they know what the situation is. Ends up throwing the interception.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And some room to run now. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Once again, it's Brooks.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On the handoff, this is Brooks.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th, and this Browns defense stands tall.
Jackson.
Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And they get up on it quickly and spike it with just a little over 50 seconds to go. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Throwing, Jackson. That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Now, this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Holding offense.
So the road a little tougher here. Now 1st and 20. Now Jackson. Pass complete to Robinson. And that's not going to help a whole lot. Maybe 4 yards on 1st down. One last shot for Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Kind of a strange ball game, Charles. We did not have a single point by either team after half. Really a defensive clinic by both sides in half number 2.
Wasn't that just beautiful to watch? Come on, man. Come over to the dark side with me. Wasn't that fun to see these defenses holding sway, right? Making sure they're controlling the game in the second half. It lets you know that you've got to score points when you can. You never know when offenses might go a little bit dry, and you need those points from earlier.
So for the Broncos, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.